Hello everyone, you're watching Let's Talk About Prepping. I'm Tyler, your host, and this is just going to be a quick vlog style video updating on my personal life situation. So I, as many of you know, work in a vice shop. I sell beer, wine, cigars, cigarettes, and vapor products. So we have been deemed essential, an essential business during the COVID-19 pandemic, as many liquor stores, pot dispensaries, whatever, have been deemed essential in many places. Places like Denver, where they were planning on closing such places, there was such a panic reaction and people were breaking social distancing. There was such a backlash against the mayor that they rescinded that order very quickly. And as far as I know, most places that have instituted shelter in place laws are leaving vice shops open. So we're doing full hours, and throughout all of this, we have only been busier than ever. There are periods of time where things are slower, but on a day to day basis, we have seen a busier time than we've ever had. So, reacting to that has been interesting. It has definitely increased the stress level at work because not only do we have sometimes double the numbers that we were dealing with before this all started, we are severely understaffed. We have had a couple of staffing issues in relation to this. Nothing that directly threatens any of us, but just precautionary measures. But we are dealing with less people than we would have liked to have had on a normal day, and we have a lot of people who are stress purchasing. We have a lot of people who are panic purchasing and buying 5 times the amount that they normally would. I've got people who normally come in for 2 cigarettes a day buying 2 cartons. Got people who normally buy 130 rack of beers buying 630 racks of beers. We're selling whole boxes of wine. And a lot of this is just regular precaution, regular preparation to planning on staying in for a week or two. And I think that it's important to note that not everybody is currently panic purchasing. Some people are just making the regular purchases that it takes to feed 5 people and provide for all their necessities for 2 weeks of responsible self quarantining. And so a lot of people are doing such things. We also have an effect of a lot of college students, particularly early on whenever Spokane was locking down, or all of Washington. Sorry, I'm very close to the city of Spokane in Washington. When all of Washington was locking down, we got a lot of people from over there coming over here and purchasing stuff, partly because some of the tobacco laws are laxer in Idaho, because the state laws have not caught up to the federal laws yet. Certain places are selling to 18 to 21 year olds, whereas in most states where they already had 21 plus legislature written in, they've already implemented that. But in some locations in Idaho and I think other states where they have not had the legislature implemented, the state law is still trumping the federal law on the tobacco 21. So we've seen a huge inundation from 18 to 21 year olds coming over from Washington, purchasing vapor units, purchasing cigarettes, and stuff like that. So it has been incredibly busy. And so dealing with both the huge influx of customers and added pandemic precautions, we're sanitizing everything almost constantly. And for the limited number of people on staff, that can be pretty busy. Whereas we're almost constantly inventorying our store. We have over 8,000 unique UPCs, and every single one of those has multiple backstock locations. So, in my job, we are constantly either selling to people or inventorying something. And so, with the added constant sterilization of basically any touching surface and washing of hands, regloving, and all these things, it is just a constant battle at work, if you will. Now, I hate to think about what people in IT or medical fields are dealing with. I know Reed over at Manifestations of, Imagination, he's working 36-hour shifts sometimes. Pardon my vocal flubber there. But there are a lot of people who are dealing with this in a lot worse ways than people like me who are just working a lot harder than normal. But it is definitely pretty busy out there. It's hard to say that people are not going out as much. I would say that people are definitely self quarantining. I've definitely seen a lot of that, but there's still a lot of people out and about, a lot of essential businesses around here, and a lot of people still have to go about their day-to-day lives. Not everybody can stock up at once, and I do see a lot of people going out and getting their daily essentials because it is hard on short notice to purchase a week or 2 weeks worth of stuff. So you do see a lot of people who are still forced to go out on a day-to-day basis as they get income, as they're able to provide for these different things and taking care of their necessities. So it is definitely interesting to watch the general reaction to this. I talk to between 50 and 200 people a day. It is already a matter of conversation whether or not you want it to be, but I do make a point of talking to each person as they come in, asking them how this is treating them, how they're reacting to it, and getting a little bit of information from them. And actually, I'm really happy about my position here, being able to talk to a lot of people because I get a lot of great information. Anyways, I'm losing a little bit of battery power here. I think I'm going to run out of filming time, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Definitely stay tuned. If you guys have any questions in the comments down below, I'll be happy to address them. It's definitely interesting being an essential worker in this current time, especially when my job description is not one that a lot of people would say is necessary to society, but when it comes right down to it, it's definitely one that no one wants to see disappear. Anyways, I'd love to hear your experiences. Let me know how you guys are all doing, and if you think there's anything that I can do to help you, definitely let me know at ltaprepping@gmail.com. Hope you're all doing well. Everybody stay safe out there.